What's up?
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So Kentucky's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this high-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
Yeah, and this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David. And I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams are going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of
Yes,
those
sir.
five offensive linemen.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They're going back to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Might as well give it to him again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. Inside the 35. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
The Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake.
Okay.
Down he goes at the 33.
I still have pass.
Play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fix is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Got a man in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Oh, they're after him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
I mean, if that one is open, we will be.
Start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work for the first time today. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Completes it in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up
Already
just
got a
a minute
tackle.
to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Rose. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Keene. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rose. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice.
Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there in the screen.
We'll do it again.
Pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
And again.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of that.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure starting to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the last one.
He'll throw on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Slings it downfield. He makes a catch.
Well,
Finally,
you forced me.
He picked up the first down. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And the Aggies buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Breaks into the open. And
Good job.
as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Got his man picked. Quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, so you can mix it up and keep that defense guessing.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Rose. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. So now it's second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up for.
And you want a touchdown.
Still winning.
Aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. On that last drive, fourth and goal, didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here today.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
He has the first and still on his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Moves away as he feels pressure. Turning it on! Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The 12th man, more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
I guess we can do it like that.
Find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. There's the pressure. Using the quick game. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Makes the quick grab. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Texas A&M going quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's key. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Hell yeah.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll boot it away for the 1st time tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how impressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He throws one to the left. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the...
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
We ain't lost in 3 to 4 years against an all-right team.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter.
We are trying to do that.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I got the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there. They'll have work to do to get the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the ground, it's James. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw it great after the Mavericks.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass, fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great deep.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 17 to NC State. You never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
20 pass attempts, 91 yards. 2 interceptions.
They'll go back to the ground. stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Keene. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. It's Kendricks. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it behind the line. It's Keene. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They'll run the screen. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got the 1st down and moved. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs.
We're trying to win.
32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's James. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
And offenses are majoring in this now, right? They know the jet sweep is a big part of what they do, how the defense is going to respond, and they're just going to give it to you over and over again, see what you do for it. Nice job by the defense. They didn't give up a big play, but they're always looking to set up that next play and how to attack the edges of the defense.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Extending the play. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run play action. Rush is on him. Now he'll throw back into the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed a nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy down.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little far.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Grab near the sticks. It's Kendricks. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they liked because here they come right back on the ball to run another play.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Keene. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. At long last, a red zone opportunity. Their first of the game here in the 4th. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Going for it all. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a big win.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think if your offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
How about this defense? They needed to come up with a big stop, and they did. Great job trailing late in this football game, probably forcing the punt here, and a chance to set up your offense with great field position, and they need a score.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. It's one